finally perfected my just egg, the folded recipe. I was buying the frozen just egg for quite a while, and I figured out how to make it, and I've been experimenting with different combinations, and I think I finally came up with the right one. So if that sounds good, stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan. Welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a registered nurse and I eat a plant-based diet. And actually this August makes it 14 years that I've been vegan. So that's a pretty big accomplishment, I think. And I do focus on protein because I am trying to build muscle. I'm in my late 60s. As we get older, we don't absorb protein like we used to when we were younger. So it's important to bump up the protein. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better. So I love this recipe because I put it on my high protein bagels with a little bit of my yogurt, and it makes just such a delicious breakfast sandwich that I think you're gonna really enjoy it. But today I'm just gonna show you the folded just egg recipe. The full recipe and the macros will be in the description box, along with all the resources I offer. I have a cookbook, I have an online course, I have a lot of discount codes down there for my Earth Champ protein powder, my favorite, and a discount code for the Hume Health Body Pod, which is something that's been a game changer on my fitness journey. It's more than a scale. It's 98% effective as a medical grade DEXA scan, and it does your body fat, your muscle, your bone. I mean, it's just amazing. What I love about it is that it gives you the information you need so you can see if you're losing fat or you're gaining fat, you're losing muscle, you're gaining muscle, so you can make informed choices to change your exercise routine, to change your nutrition. So it's very valuable. So there'll be a discount code down there for that. I also have a Facebook group that I would love for you to join. It's completely free. All right, without further ado, let's get this recipe going. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. To start off, these are the kind of mung beans you want. You want the yellow split mung beans, okay? Because there's green mung beans. If you get the green, it's not gonna work. And I got these on Amazon, and I will put the link below. And these are the ones I always use. So what you wanna do is you want to soak your mung beans overnight. And you're going to put a half a cup of mung beans in some cold water. Make sure they're very well covered with water. Let them soak overnight, and then you're going to rinse them thoroughly. And I'm going to put them in my little bullet. If you don't have a bullet, use a blender, whatever. And I'm going to show you all the other ingredients, and like I said, the full recipe will be down below. All right, so here are the ingredients. We've got some unsweetened soy milk. I'm using some aquafaba. This is just the juice from the chickpeas. I've got some nutritional yeast. I've got some yogurt because you need some kind of fat in here. And to me, this is the healthiest version that you can do. And then for spices, I've got some baking powder. I've got onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and some turmeric. And that's just going to help give it that nice yellow color. It's going to be yellow from the mung beans, but it just gives it more of a pop of color. But it also gives it some flavor too. Now you just blend this up. How easy was that? You just throw everything in the blender. All right, so it's going to look like this. I've got a good non-stick skillet here, preheating. I did put a dab of avocado oil, and I mean a dab because even if you have a really good non-stick pan, they can still stick. So just to save yourself from grief, just do what I say. And I just spritz a little bit on. I use a paper towel to rub it around so a lot of the excess comes off. So I'm gonna use a 1/3 cup measure here. And I'm gonna put 2 of these in the pan. I've tried to do it just with 1/3 and it just gets too thin, and then I can't turn it, and it's a whole fiasco. So trust me, just do the 2/3, and then I cut them in half after they're cooked, and I use a half on each thing, on each sandwich or whatever. And then I move it a little bit around just to cover the whole pan. Then I put the lid on and I leave it alone. When that top part is set, Then I will just flip it and leave it there for like 1 minute on the other side. All right, we're gonna let that set and I'll show you how I flip it, and wish me luck. Okay, now do you see how it's set on the top? Okay, then I take a rubber spatula and I just go around to make sure it's all good. Yeah, this always stresses me out. And then I just flip it. That was pretty good. And then just like 1 minute. Now these are really versatile. You could use them as a wrap. You could use it like a taco shell. You could use it like an omelet. Like before you flip it, you could put your ingredients, your veggies, and just fold it. But I like to use it on my bagel and to bump up the protein. Sometimes I add cheese sauce. Sometimes I just do my Greek yogurt, whatever floats your boat. I'm going to take this one out, put it on a plate, and then I'm just going to continue making these. These will make 3, and then I just cut them in half, and that's what I use on my sandwich. So you get 6 servings out of it, or you could do it 3 servings, whatever you want to do. All right, so here's the finished product. They're really pliable. Now you could use this, like I said, flatbread. You could make an omelet. I just fold them in half and then cut them in half, and that's what I put on my bagel. And it just really adds flavor and some more protein. So however you choose to use it is up to you. It's very versatile. Like I said, I use it for the just egg, and it works perfect. The full recipe will be in the description box along with all the macros. And be sure to check out everything else in my description box. And if you like this recipe, if you learned something, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with mung beans, and that way I know you made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate it. All my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you.